I'm Jody with Heads Up RC. Today we will be demonstrating our most popular battery charger, the iMaxB6AC V2 from SkyRC. This battery charger will charge any LiPo batteries from 2 cell to 6 cell at any capacity from 100 milliamps to 6,000 milliamps. The versatile iMaxB6AC V2 also works with high voltage LiPos as well as lithium ion, lithium iron phosphate, NIM, NiCad, and lead acid batteries. Today, Jesse will demonstrate the balanced charging function.
This is the SkyRC iMaxB6AC V2 AC-DC dual power professional balance charger and discharger. The reason it's called an AC-DC dual power balance charger is because you can power it either by AC power from a normal household outlet or DC power from a 12-volt power supply such as a car battery. Today we will be using AC power because we are indoors and we have AC outlet nearby. To power on the charger, first plug the AC power cord into a nearby wall outlet or power strip. Then plug the other end of the AC adapter into the charger. The charger will come on and the display will light up. Now we've found that by default, every time one of these is new out of the box, first time you plug it in, it will turn on and it will default to LiPo balance charge. That's real handy for our purposes today. However, if your charger doesn't default to that, you can find the programming for it simply by pressing the battery program button on the left hand side and then using the decrease or increase buttons to scroll through the menu options. So each press goes to one item in the main menu, and we are looking for LiPo BAT. Battery program, LiPo BAT, press enter, and here we are at LiPo balance charge. This charger is capable of charging any LiPo battery from 2 cell up to 6 cell, and at any charge rate from 0.1 amp up to 6 amps. Now, the charger will also work with lithium ion batteries, LiPo batteries, as well as NIM, NiCad, and lead acid batteries. The battery charger can also function as a cell voltage meter, a discharger, a storage charger, and it has a built-in internal resistance meter. We are not going to cover those other functions today. Today we're just concentrating on using the charger to charge a LiPo battery. First thing we do is we get the battery that we're going to charge. Today we will be charging a 3-cell 11.1 volt 1300 milliamp battery. Now, in order to be able to charge this correctly, we need to determine what the charging rate is. The charging rate for any battery, any LiPo battery, is 1C. 1C is 1/1000th of the milliamperage of the battery. This battery is 1300 milliamps, so therefore the charge rate in amps is going to be 1/1000th of this figure. So what we do is we take the capacity of our battery, in this case 1300, and we divide it by 1000. The dividend is 1.3. So that's 1.3 amps. That is the charge rate of this battery. Now, some batteries, including this one, do have the ability to be fast charged at 2C. 2C, of course, would be 2 times the regular 1C charge rate. In that case, it would be 2 times 1.3 is 2.6 amps. Now, you can fast charge a battery that is designed to be fast charged. However, I will tell you that over time, your battery is going to lose life from repeated fast charging. It is better to simply charge your batteries at 1C. It may take a little bit longer to charge, but your battery is going to be in much better condition and will stay in good condition for a long, long time to come. Okay, now we're going to start by programming our battery for charging. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect the battery to the charger using one of the charge leads that comes with the charger. The main charge lead that comes with the charger has a T-plug connector on it, and that's what most of our batteries have. Smaller batteries in our inventory have JST connectors, and we do have an adapter for a JST connector which connects to the T-plug and then terminates in a JST connector. We also have adapters for XT60 and receiver batteries. We also sell separately charge adapters for EC3 connectors, and we have a number of other adapters for the T-plug that will change the outbound connector to a variety of different connectors. In this case, today, we're using the T-plug because our battery has a T-plug connection. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our charging lead and plug it into the charger. On the right-hand side of our charger are the two outputs where these plugs connect to. One is red and one is black. They match the black and red connectors on the charging lead. Having connected those, we connect the T-plug to the battery itself. Now we've connected one of two connections that we need in order to balance charge this battery. We could charge the battery using only this connection, but we couldn't balance charge it. We need to balance charge the battery because balance charging the battery will ensure that all three cells in the battery receive the same amount of voltage during the charge cycle, and that the end voltage will be equal across all three cells. On the right-hand side of the charger, beside the main lead ports, are 5 balance ports by cell size: 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, 5 cell, and 6 cell. We're going to take our 3 cell balance plug and plug it into the 3 cell port. Okay, now that we have our battery connected to the charger, we're going to program the charging. To do so, from LiPo balance charge, first press enter. This number over here will start blinking. This is our charge rate in amps. It is already at 1.3 amps, so we're good to go there. However, if it were not at 1.3 amps, you can adjust the charge rate by pressing the increase or decrease buttons on the charger. We're just going to put it back to 1.3 amps and then press enter to save that. The number that's blinking now is the battery voltage. This is 3S, which means 3 cells in series, and 11.1 volts. That too is the voltage for our battery. If this were a 2 cell, we could reduce it down to 2 cell and 7.4 volts. If it were a 4 cell, up to 14.8 volts, 4 cell, 18.5 volts for 5 cell, or 22.2 volts for 6 cell. Because this is a 3 cell battery, we're putting it back down to 11.1 volts at 3 cell. We press enter to save. Now that we have our charging program programmed into the charger, we're ready to actually start charging. To start charging, you're going to press and hold the enter button for a little bit until you hear a musical tone. You will then see the screen flash between confirm and enter and cancel or stop. Let me show you that. So we've pressed confirm, enter, to start the charging cycle. Okay, once the battery charger has started charging, we will see this display. What you're seeing here, starting with the top line, left to right, is LP3S. That means LiPo, 3 cells. Our charge rate of 1.3 amps. The voltage of the battery is 11.91 volts. On the bottom line, left to right, BAL stands for balance, which means we're balance charging. The 001, 3032, etc. is the timer. That is the time elapsed thus far in the battery charging cycle. This last figure here is the amount of milliamps that have been added to the battery. During the charge cycle, you can also check the status by pressing increase, and you will see the cell voltage per cell of this battery. There are 6 figures here all told. The 3 figures at the top are the 3 cells of our battery, each at 3.98 volts. You can also check what our ending voltage will be by pressing the decrease button. End voltage will be 12.60 volts for this 3-cell battery. For a new battery, it usually takes 45 minutes to an hour to charge. However, if the battery has lower starting voltage, when you start charging, it will take longer to charge. When the charger is done charging, it will sound an alarm to let you know that it's done charging, and it will stop the charge cycle. However, you should never leave your charger unattended during charging. The charger does have safety features that are built in to stop the charge cycle if it detects any types of abnormalities. However, it will not stop a battery fire should it occur. Never leave your charger and your charging battery unattended during a charge cycle.